It was
So,
not even on my radar during
oh,
COVID.
I don't know. Did I make out with anyone during COVID? I don't even make out with anyone. So, but yes, hey, yes. So, welcome, right? We're gonna start off by introducing all the guests in the panel. Thank you once again, you guys, for joining. We're gonna start off with Boss Was Lady. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
I am 37 years young.
Yes.
I found love on this platform. So I'm super duper excited about my baby's here. So I'm super duper excited to answer whatever questions you guys have for me.
He's like, yep, it's
Yes,
me.
sir.
I am him. This is me. Well, congratulations. I'm so happy for you. Um, because yes, you can find love in many ways. And that's amazing for you. Thank you for coming. Um, Nikki, how are you, my love? Tell us a
I'm
little
good.
bit about
I'm good.
yourself.
34. I'm from Dallas, Texas, and today's my mom's heavenly birthday. So,
Oh,
happy
bless him.
birthday, mom.
Rest in heaven.
Rest in peace, paradise, wherever you like.
Yes, thank you for sharing that, and also thank you for joining. It means so much. You know, I'm so happy about this journey and the people that I'm meeting. You guys are all amazing queens, very strong, very powerful. So thank you so much, Honey Joe. Wow, thank you for coming as well. Tell us a little bit about yourself, Honey Joe.
All right. Well, I'm Honey Joe. I live in Cincinnati, Ohio. I've been here for about 4 months, so I'm here looking for friends and cool people, and so I'm just so glad I ran into you. You're amazing, inspirational, and positive, and I think that you guys and your influence has really helped me make better choices in life. So thank you. I appreciate it.
Wow, thank you so much, Honey Joe, for sharing that as well. And yes, we are on a platform where it's actually possible to make very good friends on here that can guide you in many things that may seem hard in life, where sometimes your friends offline are not available. You have a safe space where you can connect with people and you can talk about things that you don't always feel comfortable talking to your direct friend, family, and friends, right? So
Exactly.
thank you so much once again, you guys. We're gonna start off
Sure.
and just jump right into it, right? The topic this evening is dating and self-care post-COVID. Don't ask how I came up with it, but I thought it would be
Okay.
very interesting to really tap into stuff like that. Like, let's talk about it. Um, these are the rules that I think everyone will have a nice understanding to. I say them all the time. Starts off with be curious and listen to understand. No curse words. Try not to interject through questions. Don't interrupt anyone mid conversation. No smoking on camera. Show respect and suspend judgment. No, note any common ground as well as any differences. Be authentic and welcoming. Welcome from others, and be purposeful and to the point. We're going to start off with the first question. Whoops, we lost one, but she'll be right back. Um, yeah, so we're going to start off with Boss Was Lady.
Is that me? Okay, come
We can, you know what? We're going to switch it around. I don't want you to be the first the whole time. Um, what does women empowerment mean to you?
on. It means it's a sisterhood. Like you stated earlier, we don't we don't really support each other. Like I decided to go live because I want to have a podcast one day. The things that you're doing now, I think is really great. But I had a problem with being in front of the camera. I don't like to be in the spotlight. I don't like none of that. I'm like a behind the scenes type girl. So and it's kind of hard on here to make female friends because females don't really jump in my life. And if they do, it's like you got to catch them and intrigue them and keep them there. So I mean, as I find that kind of difficult because I do want to mix and mingle with females also, so we can share stories and compare things that we have in common and whatnot. So for me, it's just like it's a sisterhood. We all come from something, we all have experienced something, and then 9 times out of 10, most of the things that we've experienced, we've been through it together, just not at the same time. So, being open and honest, and forthcoming, I think that if we as women come together, then we can be a powerful force.
That was very powerful. Thank you for sharing that. That was
No.
very powerful because it's very true. It's interesting, like I say, if you differentiate offline, right, in reality, women don't always support one another. And
Yeah.
even on an app such as this or a platform such as this, where do we find the women? At the cute guys, looking
Right.
at their abs and all
Yeah.
of that and supporting the crap out of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's thank you for that. That was a very powerful one. Thank you, Nikki. How about yourself? What does women empowerment mean to you?
Well, I believe women empowerment isn't just about necessarily um, fixing one's crowns. It's also, empowering those that are already in power as well. Not just the people that's below us, even people middle class, upper class, anyone, anywhere. It's not only just about women. It's about men. It can be about not just about only just women. It's in general everyone to me. Now it's not just women empowerment, because if you only empower women, and what do else do you have to empower as well? We have to empower one. In order to empower a man, you have to be empowered by a woman. In order for a woman to be empowered, we have to be empowered by our children, by our lives necessarily. So that's why I believe not just women alone. It's all of
It
the
ta-
above.
it definitely takes a collective. I love that answer. It definitely does take a collective. What's the saying? It takes a village, right? When it
Yep.
comes to raising a child sometimes. So even when we come together, we are stronger together because we are coming with a bunch of experiences that we can share, coping mechanisms, we can share stories. And someone out there in the back that might not even say anything at the time might be benefiting from your story. And that makes you strong because you're sharing it, right?
Right.
Honey, request the box, but I'm gonna say that question for you as soon as you get in, so we keep it going, right? Um, the next question, since we are talking about finding love, and we have a great example here of someone that actually did. Um, what is your take on finding love in 2022?
Me?
Yes.
Listen, I wasn't expecting it. I was like, I'm about to come on here and just live stream. My page says read. Reading is fundamental. I'm not looking for nothing. I'm just trying to grow my businesses. So,
Bingo.
honestly, in 2022, this is the one time in my life that I was not searching for anything and it literally just fell in my lap. So I'm a strong believer of God, and I say all the time my father is very funny. So it was just really funny how this came about, But I'm happy, like he just yeah. So 2022 is going to end great for me. 2023 in the future is going to be amazing. But yeah, it's not looking, and it came. So
That is beautiful. Thank you for sharing. You give us all hope. You give us all hope. Thank you so much for sharing that with us. Honey Joe, welcome back. What does women empowerment mean to you, Honey
Yes,
Joe, and how do you
thank
empower
you
other women?
so much. I had to get out because I couldn't hear you guys. So I see you guys. So I can hear and see you now. But I was going to say that women empowerment to me is like, I guess, knowing your weaknesses and making connections with other people. And, it's okay to reach out and to ask for help when you need it. But so it's like, um, you know, your sisterhood and everyone, and just kind of reaching out and building a team. I feel like being independent, you're not really by yourself. It's like a group effort, a community effort. And so it's like, you bring those positive people in your life and you're able to grow together and move together. And I think that's, really empowering when you've got like a whole army of people that plead the same thing, and
Yeah.
you can really connect with others and learn from others. I think is really awesome.
Thank you so much for that, Honey Joe. And it's interesting, guys. Have you not noticed that each answer was about being a collective, right? Where it takes more than one individual to heal an army, like she just said. So thank you so much for that one. Thicky Nikki, what's your take on finding love in 2022?
2022 is almost over, so I don't have a take on finding love. It's not for me for 2022. I'll try again in 2023. Right now, I guess it's not gonna happen. So I'm in October. Come on now. I'm find love on Christmas.
You might.
Who knows?
We'll see.
Never
I'm
think-
not much of a I'm not much for the optimistic or pessimistic. I'm just being realistic. Okay, I'm a realistic type. I'm single now. 2023 on New Year's, I'll be single then.
You gotta speak it though, sis. You know, we when we speak a lot of things, you know, we manifest a lot of stuff too. So, you know, you gotta speak it into existence for yourself.
You never know.
We get that. I get that a lot as well too. So yeah, I'm just gonna be realistic about the whole situation. If I have men keep on approaching me with, "Hey, how you doing?" I won't be there no time soon.
Right.
So 2023, here we go.
I love that in the comments. Black Friday got you. So this might happen, you know, when we're all out there during Black Friday, right? Honey Joe, I'll start with you. Do you feel that the dating pool has changed drastically post-COVID?
I would say that it has, you know, with people like not going out and bumping into someone, you know, like really hot at the gas station and some guys hitting on you. I feel like, you know, back when you would get into a relationship, it was almost kind of accident because you're like out hanging out with your friends, you know, you're going to different places. But like since COVID, it's like you have to kind of plan something ahead of time. You have to like meet with somebody. You know, it's not like everyone's really out and going out and doing things anymore. And so I do feel like that, you know, online is so much easier. You can kind of pick and select like who you want to date. And you know, it's a little different, I think, but
It has been hard. I mean, that's why a lot of us came on here, right? Thinking, let me press this button and see if love exists online. And it does for some, right? You know, so yeah. Boss, what is your take on online dating?
It's amazing. I mean, again, to an extent, because I have been on this platform for years, off and on. I get on, give it maybe 2 weeks, and it's like, oh my God, like you were saying, Nikki, what you doing? Hey, what you doing? In the bio, I have a job. I work 9 to 5. I would literally state, do not what you doing me from 9 between the hours of 9 to 5. No one reads the bio. No one reads none of that. So they're gonna hit me at 10. What you doing? I'm working. 12 o'clock, which still working, you know. So it got irritating to state the least. Then the guys will come and say, well, hey, I got 2 cars or 2 houses and this. What does that mean to me? Like, those are your possessions. So I think the online, when I was actively trying to date, doing the likes and paying for the subscription so I could see who's reading my messages and all of that stuff, it just wasn't still no substance. Again, a lot of people don't read. So it just got irritating to state. It really just got irritating. So I was like, you know, I'm not gonna do that no more, you know. So the online dating, I mean, it is what you make it. I know a couple of my friends said that they've met someone off of POF or Meet Me or, you know, different platforms, and they done moved on 6 years plus, got kids, have houses, you know. So I think it just depends on the individual. I mean, and it takes that conversation because you don't know, like, a lot of people sometimes come on here just to get over something. It's just a quick fix. You know, This is easy to just, let me just hit somebody. If I look good, you know, I'm gonna get a bite somewhere. Not being fully healed and able to move forward with women or men that literally want a relationship. I think they use it as a platform for games. You know, then people get hurt, you know. So it's like a 50-50 things with men and women. So I think it really is what you make it.
Wow. See, that was very informative. Thank you for that. And that's very true. Some people do pose as someone that may be looking for something serious in a relationship, and it's really just a hobby for them to accelerate their ego, right?
Right.
So yeah, we do go through that. Thicky, Nikki, how do you know if an online intimate connection is genuine? So how
So,
She like, girl.
and most of the time, like with this online dating, I get a lot of dudes. They say, "I want to get to know you. I want to get to know you. I want to get to know you. I want to get to know you." So I'm like, okay, right. You want to get to know me. So I ask, is a way you can hold a conversation. Like there's ways of holding conversations. So I typically ask a good 3, 4 questions. I'll say, "Oh, okay. How long have you been single?" And they'll say, "Oh, 3 years." How long have I been single? That's what I'm expecting back. But no, no, no,
Right.
no, no. You don't get that. Then I say, "How many children do you have? Do you have any children? Are you divorced?" All of that. "Oh, I got 3 kids." "How many children do I have? Come on. Why do I have to pry this out of you when all you have to do is just ask?" Just like I'm just like, okay, just keep this conversation going. So it's not hard. It's not hard to find. It's just the point of waiting on that person. And I know that it's for me because it will be for me. I don't have to go out and work hard for it. When things seem like it's too easy for you, typically that means it was meant for you. That's how I think of it as. If it was too easy, then it was meant for me. Just like when I had won that $10,000 at the casino, I hit that button twice. It was too easy to win that $10,000, but it was meant for me to win that $10,000. So that's how I feel about the intimate part of getting that intimate relationship. If I have to pull a dragon tooth up out of you, it's typically not meant for me.
That is very true. Thank you so much for that detailed. I love it. You see, she's giving you her actual true experiences. And again, we can learn and relate to them. Thank you so much, Nikki. Honey Joe, do you believe that there's longevity in long distance relationships?
Hmm. I actually have been in a few long distance relationships, and they were really long and they were actually really good. Um, I think what was important, obviously, is the trust and the love, and kind of like what Nikki was saying is like, if it was easy, so like if relationship is really hard in the beginning, I would say like don't be optimistic. Don't think it's gonna get better. Don't think that it could change. I feel like however difficult it is in the beginning is how difficult it'll always be. So kind of being really realistic, like you could really see those red flags in the beginning, and if it's like so good, it's usually going to stay that good for a long time. You're going to have like your ups and downs and stuff, but I think if it's just easy and trustworthy and you're like hooked and you can't like say no, it's just like that good. I think it's the communication and just the soulmate part of it. Because if you don't trust that person, or you think they're going to be shady or talking to someone else, obviously it's not going to work.
Right, right. That is wow. Good one. Good one. Yeah. We cannot forget about the red flags. And I'm waiting for that question because that's where I learn. I want to know, how do you guys detect red flags? Because I might be doing it wrong. I love a good red flag. I need to stop loving the good red flags. So, thank you for that one, honey. Um, Boss, I know you're in a relationship right now, but I
No,
do want to ask you this. Would you personally get into a new relationship with a partner that has multiple children?
I have before. Um, I mean, I don't have to now, but I have before. Um, 3 children, 3 baby mamas. Um,
Oh,
we all go. I have children too, so I'm not gonna knock somebody because of what they have. Like we all experience things, and We learn and we grow. So I would not hold that against them. No, not at all.
Mm. Well, good answer. That's very very kind and transparent of you. Thank you for sharing that. I'm not asking everyone the same question, right? Because I feel like we're all kind of on the same wavelength here, since everyone is relating to each answer. So I'm gonna go for Nikki. Nikki, how often should a new couple go on dates in order to secure a healthy relationship?
As Mimi, I haven't been on a date. Let me just say this. I've been single going since my mother's death on Mother's Day 5 years ago. So I haven't been on an actual date in years. So I haven't been in a relationship in years as well. So asking me my opinion on that, I have no clue. So I'm gonna just go ahead and say as many times as y'all would like. What I do typically do when I'm in a relationship on a date is that we have no social media. I do not like social media influencing a date at all. Like we don't have our phones at the table. If you do, you put it in your pocket, put it in your purse. I don't typically believe. I feel like that's what today's society has built it all off of social media. Like we're here for the pictures. We're here for Instagram. We're here for Snapchat. We're not here for each other. And that's what I've always believed in dating. I'm here for you. If we're gonna go on a date, this is between me and you, not me, you, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok, your mama, your daddy, your granny. I don't believe in that. I just believe this is me and you. So as many dates as you want to go on to, go. But just make sure it's just an intimate day between you and your partner. That's what I have to say. And I'm waiting on that day.
You got it, sis.
It's coming
It
next
is.
month. Let's manifest it for Nikki that next month, which is still 2022, she might get that date with
Wait,
no.
wait, wait, wait. Let me just say this. Wait till after playlist live so I can act live. So I can act live when I get the playlist live. Let's wait. Let's make that a go. So September 2023, talk to me.
Yes, okay. We're gonna be patient and we're gonna manifest it, okay? We hope you're patient too. Um, thank you for that. No, I do believe so. Here's one thing with me, you guys. I do believe in spending quality time is a very sacred thing. So why do you think I love, to those that know me? I love when people say, "What's your first ideal date?" I'm not one of those girls that want to go to a fancy restaurant. We've all done that, been there, right? I believe in secluding yourself from society, from technology, from phones, from television. So I want to be in the woods with you in a tent and get to know you, where you don't even have to turn your phone off because there is no service, right? So and that's how you get, yes, and that's the I'm getting to know you in on a
You
deeper
gonna be
level
out
than
there
if
with
we
the
were
buds?
bowling, right?
You gonna be out there with the buds?
Yeah, with
Nikki,
the
I'm
bugs.
with you. We not gonna be in no tent, but I understand the vibe though.
Right, right. It could be a cabin. You get what I mean? We're just gonna
Yeah.
mingle with the mosquitoes and get to know each other while we share these bites as one. Right? Right, right. Okay. Honey Joe, if you have kids, how soon would you introduce them to your new man?
Oh man, that is like such a tricky question. I have babies, and so obviously, like especially the first date, unless unless we've been talking for a long time and they have kids, and we want to go to the park and meet, and like introduce our kids that way to see if we even like each other. But that would be a very very rare occasion. Like for me, like I don't I was divorced twice, so I don't want a serious relationship. So I'm not wanting like a stepdaddy. So I'm not wanting a man to like influence my children yet. Like I'm just not there. I don't want to like bring, men into their
Mm,
lives and then they get disappointed or something. So
mm,
for the most part, I want to like keep them out of like, as long as possible, especially to see if there's any like weird vibes with this
mm,
person. So like I think it is easier if they did have kids a little bit or was, like a great father or things to where I would feel more comfortable with my kids around them.
mm.
Um, but I think just, being close and spending like days with each other, it's almost inevitable. Not, I don't really have a babysitter to like get away from them. So
Right.
it
Tell
is
me about it.
like a catch 22 a little bit.
Right, right, right. No, that's a very I love that. That was a very organic answer because that is true. It's a trying situation when you do have your kids. You might love someone, but you do have to have that extra precaution. Like, is this a long-term situation? Do you want your kid to keep meeting people that you might think there's a chance with, and then they get attached, So it's very important to know what's going on, right? um Now, Nikki,
Hmm.
how soon is too soon to move in together?
I don't think there's no too soon or much of anything. It just depends on the relationship. It depends on how you feeling with each other. But for me, let me just say for me now, just for me, I can't speak on everyone else's behalf. For me, I would have to at least know you at least for a good year or two. As Honey stated, I have a 16-year-old, and I personally I want to set a good example for her, and wouldn't want her moving a man in the same day that she met him. So I'm gonna portray that same thing to her. I'm not gonna move a man in a week later after I done met him. I just can't do that. So maybe a year or two once I really known the elements that you've been in, such as how do you react when you get upset? How do you react when somebody
Tell me.
how do you react when someone makes you happy? How do you react when you cry? Like, I want to know all of that before I even get you moved in, and you can't get that all in just one day. So
Wow, that is very true. Thank you so much for that. 1 year. You know what they say? You never really know someone until you live with them. It could even, right? You know what they say. So and then to anyone in the comments, we're having a panel where we're um having open conversation on learning what it is to support women, as well as support, women empowerment, and what it is to be an empowering woman, or empower yourself. um Not everyone understands that. Usually I would get rid of anything that looks like, um
Mhm.
that I give it a chance, because everyone, I think it's important for men to also hear um what it is to be a woman sometimes, because sometimes we cry and we don't really speak clearly, and they don't understand all the time. So that's why. Boss, we
Yes.
have the most it's a very this is the question of the dating pool segment. During the getting to know each other process, what major red flags do you look out for? Take notes,
Commu-
sisters.
Communication. I'm really, really, really big on communication. But honestly, like when I start, trying to date or attempting to date, if I can call you after 8 o'clock, that's a red flag.
Oh,
You know, a lot of guys, even on this platform, they'll talk to you all day, text you all day, but after 8, that's when they go home to their family. So they got to talk to you tomorrow. So that's a red flag. I think how a guy is with his mom, you know, with general, that's a red flag, because we're women. I'm a mom, I'm a woman, so, when it comes to the curse words, oh, this be this, and, just the relationships that they have with the women in their life, that's something really major for me too. So if it's anything negative, like, that's a red flag.
I love.
With their children, how active they are as parents, even if there is any turmoil there, are you attempting, are you trying? A lot of guys like to use the courts as a crutch, but just being honest, men have rights too. You might have to fight a little harder, but you can go ahead and do a petition the same way that us women do it, So it's just things like that.
Mm, preach about it. That's Thank you for that. Thank you for that. Whew, yeah. Thank you, boss. Um, Honey Joe, we're gonna dive into the frisky questions. We're gonna dive out real quick. We're just gonna have two of those. Honey Joe, do you believe that there is an importance in telephonic intimacy during a long-term relationship? I'm sorry, long distance relationship.
Yeah.
Is that like really
No
not like
sex.
telepathic connections?
So like,
Do you mean?
like boss said, phone.
Phone sex. Yes. Phone sex and long distance.
Mhm.
She's like, oh.
Phone sex.
She's like, oh.
Woo! I did not think that.
Listen, because when you did it right, sis, I was like long term, or did she mean long distance? I kind of you meant long distance. So
Long distance. So, because I'll elaborate on the question. Because with online dating and long distance relationships, there is no physical intimacy, right? And
right.
some people feel that there's an importance in keeping the spark arised and so yeah. But if you want to pass that torch, you can do so too, Honey Joe.
I'll comment. Like for my long distance relationship, there was no coming involved. You know what I'm saying? Like at least with each other, like there wasn't anything like physical.
There was no coming.
But I would say there was no coming involved. No. I would say futuristically, I don't think it would be like a necessity or like an important or like a regular routine. I think if it were to happen, it would be like spare the moment. I can't help myself. Like this just happened. Let's do it. Kind of thing. I think if it becomes regular or like commanded or demanded, it might get a little, boring. But I don't know. I'm not. I don't have that high
with it.
come drive.
I love that answer. That was very, again, transparent. Thank you so much for that. Giggles are allowed here, you guys. Okay. Yeah. Nikki. What is your take? This has to be the most cringing one of all questions that I came up with, right? But anyways, she's got this. Nikki, what is your take on sharing frisky pictures with a new-found partner?
Oh, I don't send pictures. You're gonna have to see me. You're gonna have to see me in 3D, baby. I'm so sorry. Yeah, I don't have time to send nude pictures. And I no. You're just gonna have to see it in 3D. Once you see this movie, that's it. If you want to come back and see the movie again, you can see it over and over and over again. But now, as far as I take good, pretty pictures, but I'm not gonna send them. It's not. I don't think they were meant to be sent. Just because it got sent to on the app, don't mean you need to send it to. But now, I get all type of pin is pictures. The pin is pictures. I get all of those all the time, and I don't ask for them, and I don't want them. I much rather see because there's angles you can catch that makes it look appealing to the eye. I want to see it for myself. I don't want to. Don't send me pics, and I won't send you any because I'm not going to send you.
Yeah, let's leave the nudes out of this, right? So we're gonna. I love that. I'm taking notes here, ladies. Please know that I'm taking notes. Not that I send stuff like that, and I would never send such a thing to anyone. Boss, we're gonna move on to self-care post COVID. What does self-care mean to you?
Taking a trip.
Oh.
Getting away from my kids, my job. I work a lot. I'm always around my kids. I'm like always inside. So I just staycation, the vacation, the weekend, even just a day. My self-care is an escape.
Wow. I love that one. You know, most people would say, yeah, doing your nails and your hair and this and that and that. You said no.
No.
An
No.
escape. Right. I think
It's a reset. Sometimes you got to reset.
you do.
You know, get out the norm and just reset, because you know you got to start all over. Especially being a mom.
Tell
Single
me
mom.
about it.
You got to reset. So my self-care is always a reset.
Did you hear that over there, Mr. Man, in the comments? Reset pending, right? Honey Joe, do you feel self-care between both men and women has changed? Post-COVID?
I would say,
Slight echo going on.
can you hear me? So I would say that, when things were shut down, obviously it was really difficult to have access to those self-care things. I think maybe after COVID, it's a lot more appreciative, that you can actually go into you can breathe. So for me, I feel like that it's I don't know, I'm very grateful to be able to go out and to do those self-care things. And I think also like self-care is making sure that you're not stressed and taking care of your body and doing those things, because you are cooped up in the house all the time. So getting out is very effective, getting that reset. And but it's also just targeting what is the main issue in your life that's causing you stress. You want to kind of get to the root or get away from it, and take a break, and or eat healthy or do something good for your body. And I think being inside and doing all these things, it's really hard to focus on yourself and focusing on your health and things you want to do. And I think, I don't know, that it would just be, I don't really know what a man does for self-care, but I guess it would be similar in the aspect of mental health as well. Just getting out and doing fun things. That was honestly like really close to what Boss Lady said.
Right. Thank you. Listen, you would be surprised. You think you're the only one at the spa? Men are getting facials and foot massages and pedicures now.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that.
Yes.
And their eyebrows done.
Yes, all of that. Yeah, waxed for over here. Their eyebrows threaded. I once went to thread my eyebrows and I was sitting next to a male guy. I was like, "Wow, they did yours very good. I think I'm gonna do the same." He's like, "Yeah, you see, they got the little arch. They got everything." Yeah. So thank you for that, Honey Joe. Thank you. This one is gonna be interesting. I love when you come and formulate these questions and you look at them like, oh my God, this is a good one. Good job, Lola. Nikki, does physical appearance matter to you when finding supposed love?
Yes, because I want my heart to desire. I want him to be rich, good looking, and everything. You're not coming to my family reunion, and my family talking about as long as you happy. No. Not if as long as I'm happy. Nope. I want them to be like, oh, you happy and he looks good. Okay. But no, y'all, I'm just playing. I have been with some ugly, I have been with some men that people have considered ugly, like literally ugly. So I'm not gonna even lie to you. What's appealing to my eyes may not be appealing to other eyes. So as long as you look good to me, that's all that matters. So so I'm just, it just depends. Because what beauty is defined by whatever you define it as, not what others define it as. Like everybody always feels like, oh, you should be slim, trim, and built like a bicycle rim. Well, I don't like him slim, trim, and built like a bicycle rim. I want him to be who he is. So not too much. It just depends on how he looks to me.
Wow. Thank you for that, Nikki. Like I said, as we share our perspectives, some may be funny but it's real stuff. She does have a point. This is what makes it fun. So thank you so much for that, Thicky Nikki. We're gonna come to a close soon, as this is an amazing time with you guys. Boss, do you think COVID may have played a big part to those who feel that they had to settle when it comes to dating?
COVID,
The laugh said it all.
COVID, look, how many people done divorced? Because like it's so many different outside influences that became a part of so many different people relationships. COVID literally showed you your true colors because you got to stay home with them. You got to spend time with them. You got to get to know them. So I think a lot of people, men and women, that get married for the wrong reasons or even stay in relationships for the wrong reasons,
Ooh.
you ain't got no choice but to sit there and literally get to know each other for at least 3 months. I mean, everybody was getting unemployment. The money don't mean nothing. It's not, what I'm saying? It wasn't a peace of mind nowhere because you really got to get to know the person that you just found physically attractive. That what you do in person that you was bored and, you stuck in the house with them or, it was just, and COVID showed a lot of true colors. So, yeah.
I want to hear all three of your intake on this one. Honey Joe, do you think COVID may have played a big part to those who feel that they had to settle in relationships when it comes to dating?
I was thinking, settling. If I do feel like, I don't know, if COVID did play a part where you felt like you can't get out, or financially your situation, you're stuck, where you're forced to settle and everything. And that can be, very difficult. But I feel like, it's kind of like a history thing. If you settled before, you might settle again in the future. And so I just think, being able to have that those boundaries and those goals set into where, if this person's not meeting those goals, then you need to learn to say no and to walk away from someone, and to know that, some things, that there's always something better out there for you, to never settle for an unhealthy relationship. And I think once you're in an unhealthy relationship, it's very difficult to get out because you lose hope, or fear tends to like trap you in that situation. And so I would say, take that step and to just bounce out of that and to the unknown, and, conquer those fears. And you might lose everything, but at least you have so much more to gain, and you're happy, and you're not, stuck in that unhealthy relationship with somebody.
Wow, no,
it's never lost. It's never lost. It's learning growth. We don't take L's. We learn and we grow. It's never a loss. It's never a loss.
I love that. We take L's and we what? I'm here to steal all.
The L is the learning. We don't take losses. We learn and we grow. We never take losses. It's only a loss if you don't learn anything. It's never a loss.
Thank you. See what I mean when I say that even if I'm hosting this stuff, I'm learning, I'm taking notes, and I'm not telling you guys out loud that I'm actually stealing your quotes. Thank you so much, boss.
You're welcome, sweetheart.
Thicky Nikki, what does Netflix and chill look like to you?
Me?
Yeah.
Netflix and chilling. But you know what? It's so funny that everybody, they done named so much. I'm old school, you guys. I just want to tell everybody I am old school. I don't do Netflix and chill. Netflix and watching Netflix gonna make me go to sleep. I'm going to sleep. That's what that means to me. So Netflix is gonna be watching me sleep. Like it's not gonna be it's not gonna be Netflix and then chilling. But today they done made everything into like acronyms. Like I just had a dude tell he inboxed me FTW, and I was like, what is for to work? What is for to work? And he was like, it means this. I'm like, I was brought up in the era where you say what you mean and mean what you say. You say what you mean and mean what you say. It means, he said, it means the F word with me. But I was like, but you spell FTW. I don't get it. I didn't understand. I
He
didn't
was a little
understand.
dyslexic. Oh my God.
Oh, down to wow.
Understanding at all. So I'm bless my heart because I told him, I said, Amy, baby, don't understand. Amy don't understand, baby. Amy don't understand that. I was brought up in an era where what you say and say what you mean. Don't come to me and say we're going to Netflix and chill. Because guess what? I'm coming over. I'm going to watch and I'm going to chill. Exactly what I'm going to do. The moment you put your hand on my thigh, I'm going to be looking like that's not part of chilling. Get your hand off my thigh. I want to Netflix and chill. If you want to do something else, then you can. You absolutely can. But you should have told me what you wanted. Mean what you say what you mean. That's what I was taught. So that's my take. I'm just going to be honest. If you want to do it, say it. Like to say that. Because I'm going to come over here and Netflix and chill. And the whole time we're going to be watching Netflix. You're going to be very, yeah. So,
Right now, take notes. Take notes, ladies. The next time anyone asks to Netflix and chill, there shall be no thigh touching. If you okay with that, go for it. Now we're gonna come to a close sooner. Now, we're gonna come to a close with the last 3 questions, where we're all gonna answer these, right? Are you currently looking for love online? We can start with Boss. Oh, we know you're not.
I got it.
Just answer just for the heck of it.
No, I'm good.
Cause she did. She cheated.
I
She
did.
found love before all of us.
He found me. I was minding my- When I tell y'all I be chilling, Lola, you been in my live. I literally be
Yes.
chilling.
Yeah.
He found me. I was just chilling.
We all want to be founded by someone
Right.
as
That
well.
part. They say they say the man finds the wife. So you know.
Right. Let's just add a little seasoning to that, right?
Mm-hmm.
We're in a time now where it seems that women are the hunters.
Mm-hmm.
And men, I've heard men say out of their own mouths, I don't approach women. They approach me.
Yeah, they the dudes now. Women's the dudes now. Like
And women are okay with that.
They said women are the new men now. Women are the new men.
literally.
Take me back to Victorian times, because what we're not going to do is hunt all the men. But yeah, that's what I heard. How about you, Honey Joe? Are you currently looking for love online?
So I'm not looking for love really. I'm looking for friendship. You know, I think I have like 0 expectations, so that way I'm never disappointed. But yeah, so like I'm really at the point in my life now, I just like want to, you know, I'd be, you know, happy being single and being in, you know, alone, I guess, and just being me and figuring out who I am really. You know, I feel like I lost like a lot of that time. And so I'm not like really in a hurry to get in a relationship, but you know, I'm not like DT either. So
Right.
it's just, you know, weird thing because it's like I don't want to be alone. I want to meet people, you know. So I just feel like I'm able to have crushes on people. I'm able to have fun, but like I'm not like expecting anything, you know, asking anything out of anybody. I just think, you know, things come to you, like you said, and they find you, and it's great that way. But
yes, let's take it back. Let's take it back to the traditional times when men were. I don't say men were men because now they're gonna think I'm saying that they aren't. But when men were a little more manly, let's just say that, right? Nikki, how about you?
I'm gonna tell you right now, I am looking for that someone online dating. I'm not gonna even lie, I am. And I don't care too much about setting expectations or not, because guess what? If I have expectations, I'm expecting that same person to have expectations as well. So eventually I'm going to either find that expectation. So yes, I'm going to set them expectations high, very high, because I'm going to find those expectations. So yes, I am looking for love on this app.
I
or
love
any
that.
app.
I
Facebook
love
dating.
that.
I'm going to take a gamble because I am who I am. It's all about that women empowerment. I am who I am, and I'm going to, when I find it, I'm going to find a good thing. That's it. That's all. That's how I look
You
at it.
will.
If I don't
You will.
find it, I just won't find it.
That's
Yes, preach about it, Nikki. Next month, you guys, can we all put our minds together and manifest this for next month? She doesn't believe that she can get that soon, but I'm telling you, you
She
never
got
know.
it. You're not waiting until 2023,
It's not
sis.
that I don't believe. It's not that I don't believe it. I just when it happens, it'll happen. I'm not just
Mhm.
gonna. I'm not gonna rush into it. So
I'm gonna
Ooh.
manifest you some matching pajamas for Christmas. Oh, somebody dropped the dragon. Is that the dragon? No, that's a
Mm-mm.
wheel. Don't. I'm new. I don't know what that is. It's something positive.
So, you guys, boss, would you still kiss on the third or fifth date despite COVID regulations?
Listen, third or fifth date. I mean, we ain't kissed yet. What we doing? That question I was kind of third or fifth date. So, I mean, COVID been over for like 2 years. I'm vaccinated, so I don't know how to answer that question. Like, I mean, I don't know. I really didn't know how to answer that question. Third, fifth date. Again, by the third, fifth date, we ain't kiss yet. I feel like you something wrong with you. Like you ain't even try to kiss me yet. Or if we made it that far and we didn't do nothing by a third, fifth date, then I feel like I don't know, something wrong with me, something wrong with you. You kind of funny,
would you
maybe we should.
initiate it? Would you initiate the kiss, or would you wait
Ooh,
for
that's a
him?
good question. I wish I asked that. That's a good question. Ladies, would you initiate the first kiss?
No, I wouldn't, because I feel
I
like
would
no,
never.
I wouldn't. Honestly, no. Mm-mm. You gotta do
Okay.
the hug, do the pull back, and then it's that weird,
But
awkward
you
moment
would.
because our faces is right next to each other,
And
and then
imagine he pulls away from you like, what are you doing?
we're not gonna have a second date then. Like we not going on no second date. The hell? Why? No, we not.
Son.
That
How
is
about you,
so.
Honey Joe? How about
Oh,
you?
yeah. I love it when, a man's all strong and dominant and kind of forces himself
Mhm.
on you a little bit.
Ooh.
I think that's, very attractive. It's very, it makes me melt in so many ways, So I
Melty.
think the closest I'll get is to like get close to you and act like I'm gonna kiss you and tease you and then walk away to let you know like I want to, but I'm not gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like if I really want to, I would act like I'm gonna kiss and then don't and then just, and then say bye and walk away. Like, it'd be like
Right.
a thing, but no, I would never want the first kiss to be on me just because I don't know
Right,
how
right.
they feel waiting or like it's just kind of
Imagine in public,
weird.
guys, like literally, like you try and he's like, ugh. That happened to a friend of mine, a girl. She tried to kiss the DJ. Who tries to kiss the DJ in a club? I know the music sounds good, but come on. And he was playing Chris Brown, so that was her fault for too much wine, too much wine. Nikki, how about yourself?
I would. You talking about the first intention or with the COVID?
Both.
Okay,
So,
so I would not initiate the kiss. I do apologize, gentlemen. I do not initiate it. Okay, I'm able to do it. And with COVID, I stay during the time. I didn't never get sick because I stay full of alcohol and wine. So yeah, I wouldn't mind kissing during the. I wouldn't mind. As long as he didn't display any bumps or anything, I'm fine. I would have been okay with it. I'm serious because it's just the touch, it's just the touch of his lips against you. Of course, you're gonna want that, yeah. But hey, to each his own.
so I mean, okay, I guess we've just discovered that none of us in here practiced 6 feet social distancing when it came to it seems okay, so we didn't, right? Okay, so okay. The last question for all of you lovely queens is, what does your love life look like for the year of 2023? Boss, we can start with you.
Man.
Let's start with Honey. Let's start with
Okay,
Honey.
honey.
She already got her little love life together and everything.
I
Let's
got
start
an
with
answer
Honey.
for it too. Go ahead. I'll answer last.
Okay. So for me, like I said, like I'd be okay if I spent like a whole year being single and not, having those expectations for next year. Or I might, elope and just move away and restart a completely different life. Like if that were to actually happen. So, I am like open-minded to like really crazy like things like that. But at the same time, like I'm also just so content just being me right now and not expecting anything. So I'm hoping 2023 will be the year that I can like get my life together, because I feel like I have all these big responsibilities. And so maybe in 2024 we can go down that serious route. But right now I'm just kind of like having fun, just playing around and talking and just getting to know people and just like conversating and having good topics. And so no
And we see
dating, I
where that
hope.
takes us. We see where that takes us. Yeah, that's very true. And that's definitely very important, making sure that you are mentally, spiritually, financially, and emotionally stable before you jump into anything. So I do appreciate and respect that answer. Thank you for sharing. How about yours? I just want to hear from Boss. Boss can still tell us what she has in store for her and her
Baby, we're bringing in 2023 together. So
Ooh.
it's blessings and prosperity. Like I don't see like we making so many major moves. It doesn't make no sense. Like I already got the vision. He is a whole alpha male, so he supports me. I rock it. I rock with it. I love it. It's just a really really dope, comfortable vibe. So yeah, I got him. He got me, but I got him. Because as women, you know what we do. So. But yeah, 20. I think next year. What's the sign? He's a Sagittarius.
Oh, so am I. Oh, good luck.
You say good luck.
Yes. No, I mean no. We he's so we're a very loving sign, adventurous, spontaneous, and very loyal as well. So I will say that much. So I think they're gonna be very great things for you. And thank you so much for sharing that as well. Because again, you're giving us hope and faith that you can still find love in many forms on many platforms. So thank you so much for even bringing that here, trusting this space to bring something so beautiful and sacred. So thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Nikki, what does your love life look like for the year of 2023?
Well, right. Just want to say it has a bunch of cloudy skies over here on the left-hand side moving in. No, I'm just playing, y'all. I'm just I gotta act like a cheap meteorologist sometimes, y'all, because this is just not. I'm not gonna envision much of anything. I'm just gonna let it happen. That's all I'm gonna say. If it's for me, it will always be for me. So if love is there in 2023 waiting for me, it will be there for me. Now I don't see it. I don't literally see it, but that's because I'm the type of person I live for today. I've already planned for the future. I already got all of that together, but I live every day. That's how I look at it. I live every day. So I'm not going to plan on having a husband by February. I'm not going to plan on all of that. I'm just going to do it. It's just going to be done. So if it's meant for me, it'll be there.
Right, because guess what? You must trust the process, and what is for you will happen in the right timing, right? Yeah. Thank you, Nikki. Thank you, Nikki. Thank you, guys all. Thank you with us for stepping and walking with me in this journey. This is I've learned a lot from each of you. Again, I always say each and every woman that comes to this stream and shares their energy, I learn from each and every one of you guys. And thank you so much for your time, your patience, your blissful energy. I would like for us to reflect on the conversation, closing with, what have you learned about yourselves through this panel? We can start with Thicky Nikki.
Oh, no, 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 that was gonna be honey. So I've learned that to not plan for the unexpected, just or the expected. Just go with what you know. Be you. Be beautiful. That's it. So that's what I'm gonna be. I'm just gonna continue to keep shining, keep smiling, and keep moving forward. So
Beautiful, beautiful. As you will. Thank you for that, Thicky Nikki. Honey Joe, how about yourself?
Um, I learned from Boss Lady that like every relationship that you've ever been in, there's always a positive outlook, something that you've grown from it, and you take it as an experience, and it makes you like kind of who you are and stronger, and prepared for the next relationship and like what not to do's and stuff. And I also learned, about Netflix and chilling. I'm not the only one, that feels like that. Um, like, like I honestly feel like when people say Netflix and chill, it's like something that you automatically expect more.
Me too.
And so it's like, for me, like I don't expect anything more. It's like just watching a movie. Don't put your leg on my hand, um, and usually, like, I don't really go for that handsome dude, but the Nikki is like, go for it, like, go for the hottie. You know what I'm saying? And so I think that was also really inspirational. And of course, Lola, you're just a powerhouse, and everything you say is just, uh, it's just so smooth and bold and fun. And I don't know, I just love everything that you say
Oh,
and how you say it.
thank you so much, Honey Joe. Thank you so much. I do appreciate that so much. Thank you. And we've learned from you as well. One thing I always remember and I respect that when you spoke about introducing your children or child to a new partner and how you feel about that and how you would maneuver around that situation. That was a very raw answer, and I appreciate your authenticity with that. So thank you so much for all of that. You're amazing yourself. And boss, woo,
I have learned that not every female on here is a ratchet bull, because y'all ladies are so amazing. Like I thoroughly enjoyed this. Like I said, I try because I do go live daily, and I'll try to jump into females' live. I do, I'm not trying to not, but when I say it's just like, oh my God, why am I here? Let me get out. But like y'all give me hope. Like I hope that we can continue to do things like that and bring more positive people in, and even females that don't really know or understand. Even if you ask them to join, maybe a way to promote it on his platform so they can just be inquisitive and want to learn and grow, and stop being stuck in this mental of this perception that social media expects us to be. I do not like social media. I do not follow no celebrities. They do not pay me. I don't keep up with all of that stuff. Like I don't understand. I'm old school, Nikki. Like you said, I grew up with morals and values. I educate, teach my children, well mannered, and all of that stuff. So I don't like the way that females are. It's not even being depicted, but the way that they are, expressing and displaying themselves. Because in turn, men, the men that do want to talk think that these are how women are. So some men really don't know because this is literally what they see. 95 or I say 85% of it is the raunchy stuff, so they don't really know how to approach women nowadays because of what they see. And social media is such a major platform, what I'm saying? So it really makes it hard for, the old school females, the one that literally Netflix and chilling, that we literally gonna watch a movie. I'm gonna fall asleep. You better not touch me. And so it's just really, really hard. But I'm learning that, with this platform, you guys, like I said, you ladies are very beautiful and powerful, and it was a really strong presence, but it gives me hope. So I hope that maybe we can just bring more people in and just express and explain more things to them so they can have a better understanding. Because it takes one. We all have to put it out there. We can't just sit and keep it to ourselves. We have to share. And with our children, they learn and know and understand. So But it got to start someplace. So
Once again, I am so honored. I'm never disappointed. I think I've just got a good taste in spirits and women that you know what I mean. I have a good taste because this was amazing. I am honored to have had you ladies here. This is beautiful. You know, thank you so much for being here.
why my
Thank you,
heart
everyone.
look your hearts are pretty. My heart, like, why my heart
Oh yeah, mine suck. I don't know. I do all this. Mine look like gang signs. I can't do it. But
Well, I
yes.
started acting like I'm Naruto. I started doing all of the signs that they did.
Yeah, mine get like this. Like then I'm like, wait, this heart looks better with the pinky. It gets crazy. But everyone in the comments, thank you so much for sticking around. Everyone here, thank you so much. Next week, Wednesday, we have our next episode. Stay tuned and follow me on Instagram to find out what the next topic will be. Thank you guys for the interaction.